3, 2, 1, let's do this! Hi, my name is Monica and on this channel we talk about fragrances. So if you love fragrances just like I do, press that subscribe button and let's talk about today's video. Top 5 cheap perfumes for women. All the perfumes, as always, I'll link down below in the description bar. That was a weird hand gesture. Anyway, so first up we've got Pink Sugar by Aqua. And this fragrance is really cheap. I got this one, the 50ml, for I think £13 UK pounds, so it's very inexpensive, which is great, and it's a compliment getter. All the guys love it, and this is like a true sugar bomb. It smells like candy floss and caramel and vanilla. It is, whew, it's an overload of sweetness, and if you love sweet fragrances, and guys do love sweet fragrances usually, yeah, you would love this because it's such a cheapy but such a good reaction guy. This bottle is not like the nicest one ever for perfume, but for the price it is unbeatable. It will get you compliments. It's reasonably long lasting, but you could always pop it in your purse just to respray it. It's just really good and cheap, so I truly recommend this. So this is number 5, Pink Sugar by Aqua. Next up is a fragrance that I used to wear every single day to school when I was a teenager, and I really loved it. It was one of my first perfumes. I've got such good memories of it. It's got a huge sillage and it's called Tommy Girl from Tommy Hilfiger. And this fragrance, I looked it up online because I don't have it currently in my collection. I used to wear it a lot when I was younger. And apparently the retail price is like £52, but I don't believe it. I've never seen it that expensive. I personally think I bought it in a Tesco's, so a grocery store, and it was maximum £20, and you can get it on Amazon quite cheap too. So yeah, I'm going with it. I'm just saying it's a cheap perfume because yeah, I've never seen it sold for £52. This fragrance is really beautiful. It is fresh. It's got bergamot, blackcurrant. It's got so many notes that I actually had to pull it up on my phone. So it's got rose, it's got camellia, mandarin orange, apple tree blossom, honeysuckle lily, violet, mint, grapefruit, lemon, and rose again, yeah, leather, sandalwood, jasmine, and cedar. So it's got a lot of notes, but if I was to explain this fragrance to you, I would say this is a fresh aromatic fragrance. So it's lovely, especially in the summer months. It's got good projection, good longevity. The bottle is really pretty too, and for that price, it's a good quality juice. Seriously, I recommend it. So number 4 is Tommy Girl by Tommy Hilfiger. Number 3 is Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. It's just so known in the community on YouTube, like the fragrance community. I think it was Jeremy Fragrance who first started talking about it, and then everybody kind of started talking about it after him. But this fragrance is another sugar bomb, and look at that packaging. It's just so crazy over the top, but I actually love it. I'm a true minimalist at heart, but somehow I just really appreciate this bottle. It's really heavy actually. It's gold, it's got this bow. I'm here for it. And this fragrance, I really like it. It's again quite cheap to get. I got this 100ml for about £28. So it's really good. The longevity of this fragrance is not huge, it's not the best, but it's worth it for the juice you get in this bottle. This is clean but sweet. For me, it's really quite an interesting fragrance in that regard, because although it's got caramel kind of smelling notes in it and sugar, it's very sweet. but at the same time it's got the soapy cleanliness of the Chloe fragrance. I'll pop it here. And then the sweetness. It's a really beautiful fragrance. It's got some red berries in it too, so it gives it that freshness, and the sweetness is not too cloying, which I really appreciate. I think it's really good juice for the price. Everybody likes it pretty much. It's a crowd pleaser if you are a woman in your 20s, if you're a girl, like a teenager, you can pull it off because everybody will like it. It's just such a crowd pleasing fragrance. It's sweet, it's beautiful, it's just easygoing. So this is just a winner for the price. If you find this fragrance a bit too sweet, I really recommend you trying the Juicy Couture Majestic Woods fragrance, because that one is a bit more toned down on the sweetness, but it's still beautiful. It's like my second favorite from the Juicy Couture line, and it's a bit more grown-up smelling. In number 2, actually, there is a celebrity fragrance here, and the fragrance that I would like to mention, and I don't have a bottle yet, but I've tested it loads of times. It is Cloud by Ariana Grande, and the bottle is really cute. It really drew my attention because I go perfume smelling every single day and try perfume on my skin, men and women, and then I write down notes. But that one really impressed me actually, because I had Carolina Herrera Good Girl on this hand, and then Cloud by Ariana Grande. And not only Ariana Grande's perfume lasted longer, it projected longer, and actually my husband was like, oh, this fragrance that you're wearing on your right hand smells much more expensive. And I was like, it actually isn't, but that's just great. And that's what I felt too. Ariana Grande's perfume, it's so beautiful, and loads of people actually compare it to Baccarat Rouge from Maison Francis Kurkdjian line, and that perfume is very popular, but it's so expensive. It's more than £200, so I get the comparison totally, but not at the beginning of the fragrance, but at the dry down it smells very, very similar to Baccarat Rouge for me. The opening of this fragrance is quite nice. To me, it smells like tea, but not just black tea, but those tea shops that you go to and you've got loads of loose tea leaves in those jars, and they get you to smell it. It smells like one of those jars at the beginning. It smells like this fruity tea, and in the notes, I checked, and it's actually got bergamot, pear and lavender. That makes sense because it smells citrusy at the beginning, like lemon peel in the loose tea jars, and then you've got pear. Yeah, loads of tea smells kind of like pear, like this little freshness, but it's a bit lactic freshness almost. It's just a very beautiful opening though. And at the dry down of this fragrance, you've got coconut, musk, woody base, praline. It's fresh but sweet again, like our previous number 3 fragrance. It is a winner in my book, because not only does it smell in the dry down as one of the most expensive perfumes and most popular perfumes that women often buy and wear for a price of literally like 1/10 of the price of the expensive fragrance. It also has got a really good performance. So it's got good longevity, good protection. I strongly encourage you to smell it. You can find it at Superdrug or at Boots, in loads of perfume shops, also the perfume shop, the TPS. And probably in America you can buy it from like Ulta, or you can smell it there. Last but definitely not least is another celebrity fragrance. I know, celebrity fragrances are actually quite good sometimes. Sometimes we've got some train wrecks also. This is Sarah Jessica Parker perfume that she released called Stash. And look at this bottle. Doesn't this bottle look actually expensive? I'm actually very impressed, and I actually kept the packaging just to show you guys. It comes in this little pouch, and this is the box. So it comes like in a box, in a little sachet like this. And then the perfume, I was like, this is really impressive, because actually it was one of the cheaper perfumes on this list. This I found for $19.99 on All Beauty website. I'll link it down below, for 100 ml. That is a deal. It's not the usual price for this fragrance, but you can find it pretty cheap or discounted online. And when I first discovered it, I was just like in Boots, probably like 2 years ago, just spraying different perfumes and fragrances. And I was like, what? This is impossible. How is this a cheap fragrance? Because this has got qualities of a designer fragrance. It's that good. And this is a fragrance, I would say, for a more mature girl. This fragrance is also a bit unisex. It is not sweet, overly sweet, although it's slightly sweet. It is peppery. I just love it. It smells like smoky coconut, and it smells like if you walked into like an old library with loads of books that are old and got the yellow pages. It's got that dusty musk in there. Still a bit of sweetness, but loads of like mustiness, powderiness, a bit of vanilla, cedar wood, loads of different woods, a bit of patchouli. It's so smoky too. It's stunning. Really, it's stunning. The only thing that is cheap about this packaging is the cap, because it is a bit tacky and cheap and plasticky. But everything else about this fragrance, it just screams high-end, attention to detail. It is so underrated. It's got quite good projection for the first, I would say, hour and a half, but longevity on this is really, really good. It's about 8 hours. I wore it the other day and sprayed it on my sweater, and I can still smell it today. So it's quite long lasting, and for £19, this is truly like, you could just buy it in like a even like niche perfume shop. Like some niche fragrances smell like this. It's such a beautiful scent. I really, really love it. You can find this fragrance at any drugstore. Which fragrance of these 5 do you think you'll try? And which fragrance for you? What fragrances have you found that are cheap but are really good? Let me know. I'd love to check them out. And as always, I post every Monday and Friday, and I'll link all the perfumes in the description bar down below. If you like this video, give me that thumbs up, because it really encourages me to make more videos, and I would love to make more videos for you guys. And the final thing I wanted to say is that if you like it, wear it. You can wear it. You can wear any fragrance you want just because you like it. It doesn't have to be women's. It doesn't have to be men's. Don't get frightened by marketing and like marketing people telling you, no, this fragrance is only for men, this fragrance is only for women. If you love it, you can wear it. I'll see you all again soon. Bye!